are goofy.
Okay, we're live. So, yeah, you just had your VIP session last week, and I just wanted to record like what's been happening for you already.
Okay, so I have really struggled in the past with having clarity, right? I get locked into this overwhelm and confusion loop, and I'm not sure on what tasks to move forward on and what's my highest priority. Um, as soon as we finished with the VIP session, I went into Canva and created a screen protector, or not a screen protector, sorry, a wallpaper, I guess that's what it is.
Wallpaper.
There's the word. The wallpaper for my phone, the background for my phone, I guess that's a screensaver too, right? And with my soul calling on it. And it has just been such an amazing thing. And so I've centered on that. I've used the affirmations that came from the session. I've reviewed those. I try and do it on a daily basis. And I sat down yesterday. I've struggled with doing my video recordings and getting those put together and getting those posted. But I was able to clearly, map out my outline and my thoughts and my ideas. And I got that posted. And then I just had this epiphany for this really great saying, healthy habits come from healthy emotions. So I created the little meme, and and I just really have been able to get a lot of thoughts down on, and I'm really starting to be able to get my head around putting my class together. Things are starting to fall into place, because what I've struggled with is there's so many directions that you can go with teaching. There's so much to focus on in, looking at your thoughts and how you feel and how you show up in your life, and, and the mindset piece and how to shift that. And I work with nutrition and a little bit with fitness. I talk to people about just moving their bodies and being healthy, both from a nutritional standpoint and from an exercise standpoint. And so how do I, I've been wondering, how do I teach this? And so I had this tremendous clarity on how to do that. And I feel like I'm ready to put my class together and to move forward. I feel the confidence that I need to do that I can share something that has value with others.
So you were telling me a minute ago that you were like looking at your soul calling every time you picked up your phone.
Yes.
You were seeing it a lot. And you said that yesterday was your best day ever. So tell me, why do you think, what happened? What was the difference between before VIP and understanding what your soul calling was and yesterday? What do you think the difference?
Here's what comes to mind. Sometimes there are not words to describe what the shift inside that happens when you recognize your truth. But I think what happened was my brain didn't have a reason to create the overwhelm like it has in the past.
By understanding what you were created to do.
Yeah.
This is why I'm here. Why would I come up with an excuse? Why do I need to be confused? I know what I'm here to do. Like that?
Why do I need to be overwhelmed? Because this is my soul calling. I'm so excited.
Yay.
And so what I came up with is what we came up with, you helped me to come up with, is my soul calling is to create paths of self-discovery and healing. And for others. And I love that because that really does feel like what I'm called to do. And yeah, it's
Yeah.
given me great clarity.
Well, and I loved in that VIP day that we had, and we've been working together for a few months in sessions, and all of a sudden, like when you voiced, when you kind of figured out, I don't want to be the one, like you had a clarity on, I don't want to do this part. I'm meant to do this other part. This, like,
Yes.
my role is supposed to be completely different. And like, I wish, well, I mean, it is on video. You can see like the light bulb come in your eyes, and just your whole body. It's just like, oh, no wonder I've been so confused and stuck and frustrated.
Right.
It's like it's a really big piece to understand, like, your soul calling. So you may be doing some of the same action steps, but coming from a whole different, like, place mentally and emotionally, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe your action steps are different too.
Well, I think I feel different in taking action. So, before we did the VIP session, I remember sitting down and just trying to put together a little social media post. And I just had a lot of anxiety about it because I just kept on thinking, okay, what am I supposed to do here? My brain just wanted to offer me confusion. What do they want to hear? And with that soul calling that I need to help people with self-discovery, that points me in
Mhm.
this amazing direction. How do I help people with self-discovery? How do I help people with healing?
I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
And so just out of curiosity, if you were to tell somebody, like, who's thinking about doing VIP day, like, what would you say? What would your advice be?
um, when I first started talking to you about it, and when you started, explaining what it was, it's just like a light bulb went off in my brain. I just thought, wow, this is the clarity that I need. And so what I would say to anybody who's thinking about, or feels drawn to this, that they're like, oh, this sounds interesting, the clarity comes in an amazing way. um, and it's not a clarity that I would have gotten on my own,
Yeah.
or perhaps, maybe I would have gotten there, but not nearly as quickly. It may have taken me weeks or months or years to really be able to discover it. But it's so interesting when you work with a coach who is looking from the outside in. There's such a different perspective. You hear what I'm saying and what I'm trying to create, and you understand things about me that I don't even understand. So, yeah, the clarity comes. And yeah, for anybody who's seeking clarity on what they're doing and how they're doing it, yeah, this is it right here.
Thank you. You're the best. All right. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome.